Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. We're playing game number 15 of the 1989 Kansas City Royals, reliving and replaying Bo Jackson's best season. Here we are in game number 15 already, just cruising right along. Kansas City is 7-7, losers of 4 straight games. Going up against Baltimore here. This is the third game of our 3-game series against Baltimore. So far, Baltimore is 3-2 against us. They've won the last 2. They're going for the sweep today here in Memorial Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Lineups today. Kansas City has Willie Wilson, Kevin Steitzer, George Brett, Danny Tartenbull, Pat Tabler, Bo Jackson, Bob Boone, Frank White, Kurt Stowell. Pitching today for the Kansas City Royals, Brett Saberhagen. For Baltimore, Brady Anderson, Phil Bradley, Joe Orsulik, Cal Ripken, Larry Sheets, Jim Tarber, Bob Melvin, Craig Worthington, and Billy Ripken. Pitching today is Jeff Ballard. Let's take a look at Jeff Ballard here. This is his looks like his first game against us this season, at least against Kansas City. He was 18-8 with a 3.43 ERA. Not bad. Well, let's get things rolling here. I want to try and get through this pretty quick. We got 3 games coming up, a 3-game series coming up against Boston next series. So let's get this one done. And William Wilson steps in, waits on the pitch. Here it comes, 5-3, and no strikeout. 2-3, and that's going to be a 19. Into right field, Orsulik makes the catch, 1 away. Kevin Steitzer, we had a shot at that too. That's a shame. Steitzer's going to walk. Brings up George Brett. 6-5, a blank. George Brett batting .230. And he's going to ground ball down to Tarber. And only play is at first as he bumbles the ball. So 2 away, man on second for Danny Tartenbull. 2-6. Come on, Danny. 63, and that's going to be a double, and that's going to score a run as Kevin Steitzer comes trotting in across home plate. RBI for Danny Tartenbull. Pat Tabler batting 182. We need to get more hits. 1-6 against the lefty. That's going to be down the line past Worthington, and stopping at third will be Danny Tartenbull. So runners on the corners for Bo Jackson so far. Here's his season stats. This is game number 14 for him, so he did miss 1 game so far. We have 54 bats, 7 runs, 9 RBIs, 3 home runs, 1 stolen base, and a .278 average. Big spot for Bo Jackson here. Taps his bat, waits on the pitch. Here it comes. 2-4, and we got a range play at the stadium. Let's see where it's going. That's going to be a home run check against center fielder, and heading back. It's going up over Anderson's head, looking over, going, and gone. Bo Jackson with his 4th home run of the season puts Kansas City ahead 4-0 here in the top of the first inning. Bo Jackson, Mr. Clutch, does it again for the Royals. 3-2. And a 2-4. Ground ball hit to Ripken at short, but 4 runs on 3 hits and no errors after 1 complete. Bo Jackson and the Kansas City Royals take a 4-0 lead. Let's see if their pitching can hold off the defense. And striking out Brady Anderson. Phil Bradley, 1-3. Oh, no strikeout. Damn it. 2-4. That's going to be a single into center field. Joe Orsulik. We're going to look at Brett Saberhagen's stats here in a second. Let's see what Joe Orsulik does. 3-4 and fly ball to Tartenbull. Saberhagen on the season is 1-0 with a 3.17 average. 26 strikeouts, only 3 walks so far. So Saberhagen against Cal Ripken Jr., shortstop. 1-4. We got a ballpark check here for Cal Ripken. 24, and that's going to be a fly ball to center, and that's going to end it. One inning in the books. Frank White, 31, range play here. 4-5, it's going to be to first. Tarber cannot get his glove on it, and it's going to roll down the line for a single. So Frank White is aboard. Kurt Stillwell. And, nothing there. 2-2, that's going to be fly ball to center field. One away. Back to the top of the lineup, Willie Wilson. We got a Memorial Stadium check here. 31, ground ball hit to Ripken. This is going to be Billy Ripken, who tosses it over to Cal Ripken, on to Tarber. Ground ball double play, and that's going to end it here in the top of the second. No runs, one hit, no errors. Larry Sheets for Baltimore is up. He's going to hit a ground ball, hit to White. White, backhand, scoop, throws, Brett, catch. One away. Jim Tarber, 24, and he's going to hit one deep towards the line. Tarber makes the catch. Two away. Bob Melvin. And Melvin is going to strike out on the 0-2 curveball after 2 complete 4-0. Kevin Steitzer, 32. Oh, no home run check there. Too bad. 3-6. He's going to hit a single, though, into left field. Bradley cannot make the play. And looks like we're going to go for the steal here. And it's a 20 as he's caught stealing. So Kevin Steitzer got a little aggressive on the base path. 20 gets him out. George Brett, no strikeout. Ooh, just barely. 4-5, and he's going to ground ball to Billy Ripken. One out, two out, sorry. Danny Tartenbull hits one in the stadium here. 4-4, and that's going to be a ground ball right in front of the plate. And Melvin's going to scoop it up, take a few steps towards the pitcher's mound, and then guns it to first in time. Go to the bottom of 3. Craig Worthington. And he's going to hit a ground ball to Stillwell. Stillwell throws it wide of Brett, who cannot keep his foot on the bag. And he's going to make it down the line in time. So we do have a pickoff attempt here. 10, nothing there. So Billy Ripken, 1-5. Worthington on first. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field, making the good play out there. Willie Wilson, one away here. Brings up the top of the lineup, Brady Anderson. Oops, wrong one, that one. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field for a second away, second out. Phil Bradley, man on first, 6-5. And that's going to be a pop-up. White calls everyone off. Get away, get away, get away, and makes the catch. Whew. We're in the top of the 4th inning, 4-0 Kansas City. Can they get off the snide after losing 4 straight? Pat Tabler against the lefty. 1-6 is going to be a single past Worthington. That brings up Bo Jackson, 1 for 1 today with a home run, 3 RBIs. 4-5. And a 2-3 fly ball to center field this time. Bob Boone's up, catcher. And this is going to fly one to Anderson in center field. 2 away for Frank White. Got a stadium check here. 4-6, and that's going to be into center field. It's going to fall. Lead runner advances. And this is a 2, so Advancing on the throw as they try to get him out at third is going to be Frank White. So single and advance to second on the play. Two-way here for Kurt Stillwell, shortstop. 2 outs, big part of the game here if they could get another couple runs in. 2-4, and that's going to be a single. It's going to fall in front of Orsulik. No error on the play, and 2 RBIs as both Tabler and White come in on the single. 2 RBIs day there. So 2 more runs in, 2 outs, a runner at first. 55 and a walk. And Jeff Ballard is not having his best outing here today, as he's already 0 means he's not effective anymore. Do they want to pull him is the question. In the top of the 4th, there's 2 outs. Let's see if they can try to get him out of the inning. They have 1 more lefty coming up, so if he can get through this last lefty, they'll probably pull him then. Let's see what happens. Kevin Steitzer's 1 for 1, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Cal Ripken. No error on the play, and they do get on the inning, but 2 runs on 3 hits. Kurt Stillwell, 2 RBI single, and Kansas City takes a 6-0 lead. Going to the bottom of 4, Brett Saberhagen, another good outing for him. We have a 1-9 is going to be a home run for Joe Orsulik, and going up and away like Superman. That one flies out of here. And Joe Orsulik gets Baltimore on the board. Cal Ripken is going to hit a ground ball to White. Larry Sheets, 0 for 1 on the day. He's going to fly ball to right field, 2-away. So Jim Tarber, and he's going to get a hold of a pitch, fouls one off. Gets another one to come in, and this one goes to right field, and 1 run on 1 hit. The big home run by Joe Orsulik cuts the lead to 6-1. Top of 5, George Brett. They're going to try and face George Brett here. Doesn't get him to swing out. Let's see. George Brett is going to get a triple to start things off. George Brett with the triple, hustling as the ball rolls all the way to the wall between Anderson and Orsulik. And that will be it for Jeff Ballard. Let me just pull up my sheet here so I can figure out who we want to bring in here. This is from April 20th. Kansas City, Baltimore. We're going to bring in Mark Williamson. Looks like Mark Williamson is going to step in to face off against Danny Tartenbull, who's 1 for 2 with a double. 1-4. 2-2 ground ball hit to short. It's going to try to score. He's a 4. So yes. Will they try for the auto out at first? Well, they try and throw him out, they need a 5 or 6. They try for the double play. Could still get the double play, or do they take the auto out at first? Do they? I'm going to say no. They can't just afford to let him score another run. And it is a 4. So Brett holds, and they're going to get should have got the out at first. If If the D6, oh, wait a minute. If the D6 is higher than base runner, then out. Otherwise, safe. Runner in third. If runner heads for home, which he did, I'm going to have to undo this. So we had a blank, and then we had G6. Okay, yeah, undo that last play. Yes, let's go ahead. All right, so we did this, and then we got a blank. We did this, and we got a G6. Is the base runner going to try to score? We said yes. Well, the defense tried for the auto out at first. We said no. So it was a 4. If runner heads for home, if the D6 is higher than the base runner, then he's out. So he is going to score. Brett is going to make it just in time under the tag. And there we go. So, all right, I wanted to make sure I was doing that right. Never know sometimes. All right. So Brett does score on the play. 4-3, range play here. 5-3 against the righty is going to be a double. And Bradley failed his check. And stopping at third base will be Danny Tartanbull. So that brings up Bo Jackson, 1 for 2 on the day with a home run. Nobody out here. Oh, they want to put the squeeze on with Bo Jackson up. Really? I'm not thinking they would try to squeeze in this situation with Bo Jackson up, 2 runners now. So Bo Jackson is gonna try to hit, or they intentionally walk him to load the bases. Well, they're gonna play in. Did they intentionally walk him? Not with nobody outs. I don't think we 2-6. Let's see what happens. 31 ground ball hit to Tabler. No error on the play. Is a base runner going to try to score? He is a 0. So I'm going to say no. Out at first. Now they are going to try a pickoff too. Nope. There's no pickoff. So no worries about that. Now with 1 out, do you walk Boone to get to Frank White? Go for the double play. Oh, I think they're just going to play in again. 4-5, and no strikeout. Nice low number, but not low enough. 62. That's going to be ground ball hit to second. And again, is he going to try to score? No. They're going to get the out at first. So 2-away now is Worthington. Tarnenball can't make it. 4-5. No strikeout. And a 21 ground ball hit to short, and they're going to get out of the inning with only giving up the 1 run on 2 hits. So go to the bottom of 5. Brett Saberhagen cruising right along. 24. It's going to be fly ball to center. 1 away. Craig Worthington 0 for 1. And a 32. That's going to be a single pass Steitzer. Unfortunately. And they want a sack now. Not down 6 runs you don't want to. Billy Ripken's up. 3-6. Gets a righty. 385. That's going to be a liner. Right to Stillwell. No double play. So 2-away now for Brady Anderson, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that's going to be into center field. At the warning track, Wilson calls for it and makes the play. Going to the top of the 6th inning. Mark Williamson, Kurt Stillwell, 2-5, and no home run check against the lefties. 1-6, that's going to be ground ball. Hit to Billy Ripken, 1 away. And that's going to be a 6, a triple. Triple falls in there again in the corner, bounces around off the brick walls. Ursula can't grab it, picks it up, drops it out of his glove, fumbles around with it, and going all the way to third is Willie Wilson. So man on third. Kevin Steitzer's up. Steitzer waits on the pitch. Here it comes. 55, and that's going to be a double. Another run aboard. And that's it for Mark Williams. They got a lefty coming up. And George Brett, yeah, Williamson's day's done. They're going to bring in Kevin Hickey. Kevin Hickey to face off against George Brett. And look at that. Bam! Just what the doctor ordered right there if you're an Orioles fan. Might as well leave him in and see if he can get another out. Not this time. 1-3. That's going to be to left field. And they're going to get out of the inning. Saberhagen comes back out. He's top of the 6th. Phil Bradley 1 for 2. Ground ball to Saberhagen. Another error. 2-base error this time as Saberhagen throws it over Brett's head. Rolls all the way in the corner. Tartanbull runs that down. 2-base error there. I'm not going to do the sacrifice. Nobody out here for Joe Orslick. Already hit 1 home run of the day. 52. And a 26 hit to Stillwell. No error. And it was hit to short. Runner advances. On balls hit to short if the runner beats the D6 roll, which he does not. So he's going to stay there out at first. Brings up Cal Ripken 0 for 2. And no strikeout. 1-3. And he's going to be a fly ball to Tartanbull. And Bradley, runners on second, less than 2 outs. If the D6 less than or equal, no it's not. So staying on second is Phil Bradley. Brings up Larry Sheets, 0 for 2 on the day. He's going to ground ball to Stillwell. Stillwell tags the runner out as he tries to get by. And that is going to be the end of the 6th inning. We'll go into the top of the 7th. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the play. Pat Tabler, 6-4. Grounded to Cal Ripken. Here's Bo Jackson, 1 for 3 with a 3-run home run today. 6-5, and he's going to strike out. Bob Boone, 1-2. That's going to be a single, and that's going to be it for Kevin Hickey. You're going to bring in Mark Thurmond. Mark Thurman. Mark Thurman's going to come in. Sorry. So 2-way for Frank White. 3-3. And a ground ball hit to short. It's going to end it. Bottom of 7th, everyone stretch. Jim Tarber, 0 for 2. 0 for 3 as he hits one to Wilson in center field. Bob Melvin 0 for 2. 3-4, and that is going to be a home run check, but he doesn't hit home runs. 1-2, that's going to be a fly ball. Center field, Wilson back along the edge of the track, makes a good catch up against the wall. Looks like he might have cracked his elbow on the beam there, but he's okay. Range play for Worthington. 1-2, that's going to be a pop-up. White, cannot make the play. Just over his reach into center field. 2-way here for Billy Ripken, who's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball into Jackson. Jackson makes the play. We go into the 8th inning, 8-1 Kansas City. Kurt Stillwell. And that is going to be to Worthington. Willie Wilson, 1 for 3 with a triple. And 53. That's Worthington again. Kevin Steitzer. And that's going to be into center field. So it's a nice quick 1-2-3 inning there. Brett Saberhagen comes out for the bottom of the 8th inning. Striking out, still going strong there. Phil Bradley, 1 for 3. No strikeout. 6-4. That is going to be a single. Joe Orsulik, not going to sacrifice. 31, another range play. Back-to-back range plays here. 1-5. That's going to be to Jackson, who makes a good play. Oh, a beautiful play in the outfield. Diving for that ball. Keeps that run at first. Great play there by Bo Jackson. Cal Ripken. Now liner right back to Saberhagen, who puts his glove up to protect his head and makes the catch. He's big smile as he walks back to the dugout, realizing he was just putting his glove up to protect himself, and the ball ended up sticking in the glove. You know it's your day when that happens. Going into the top of the 9th, George Brett 1 for 4 on the day with a triple. 4-4. Mark Thurmond. And that's going to Anderson in center field. Danny Tartanbull, 1 for 4 with a double. And that one's going to 15 fly to right field. Orsulik makes the catch. Pat Tabler, 5-5. Let's see if he can get on so we can give Bo Jackson another shot. Tabler is 3 for 4 on the day, 3-5. And he does get a single past Worthington, so it does allow Bo Jackson another at-bat. And they're going to switch. Yeah, I think they're going to switch pitchers. There we go. They're going to bring in the righty, Brian Holton. Brian Holton's going to come in, bring in the righty to face off against Jackson. 2 outs here. Top of 9, 1 for 4 in the day. 1 big home run and a good defensive play as well. 1-5 and strikes out to end the top of the 9th inning. Going to the bottom of the 9, Brett Saberhagen. Yeah, he's going to come out and try to get this complete game. Whatever. There's a fly ball to center. Jim Tarver, 0 for 3, 2-4. Another fly ball to center. And Bob Melvin, 0 for 3. 41. That's going to be a single in center field. Finally found the hole there. Craig Worthington, 2 for 3 on the day. Yeah, they'll let Saberhagen try to get this last out. 5-4. And 65. That's a liner right at White, and that's going to do it. And the Kansas City Royals roar back as Baltimore brought the brooms, but all they're going to do is have to sweep their way home as they go down in defeat 8-1 to the Kansas City Royals. Let's go ahead and save these statistics so we can take a look at them. Game stats. So, Kansas City, 14 hits. They had 3 doubles, 1 by Steitzer, 1 by Tartanbull, 1 by Tat Tabler. They had 2 triples, 1 by Willie Wilson, 1 by George Brett, and of course the 1 home run by Bo Jackson. They had 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. 2 of those strikeouts were by Bo Jackson. They also were caught stealing once. They had 1 double play and 1 error, which I believe was also Bo Jackson's error. For the Orioles, they managed 6 hits, no doubles, no triples, the 1 home run by Joe Orsulek, and they had no walks and 3 strikeouts. Great pitching performance today. Brett Saberhagen gets the win, goes to 2-0 on the season. He pitched all 9 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run. That was the home run to Joe Orsulek. That's all he gave up the whole day, and 3 strikeouts. Jeff Ballard takes the loss. He pitched only 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, and the 1 home run to Bo Jackson. And all in all, the Kansas City Royals improved to 8-7 on the season. They downed the Baltimore Orioles 8-1. So there is no sweep. Win goes to Saberhagen, loft to Jeff Ballard. Home runs by Bo Jackson, his 4th of the season, and Joe Orsulek's 2nd of the season. Of course, that's a little skewed because we don't play all the Baltimore games. So far, Kansas City and Baltimore split the season series 3 games apiece. Kansas City improves to 8-7. If we look at what happened in real life, we shall do that right now. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. That's what happened in real life. In real life, the Orioles won 2-0. They improved the record to 7-7. Kansas City 8-7, which is what we currently have. This is a game from April 20th, 1989. There's 22,925 in attendance. So in real life, Bo Jackson was 1-for-4, struck out twice, had 4 plate appearances. So 1-for-4 in the day, no doubles, no triples, no home runs. So it was a single, and struck out twice. So he did much better in our replay as he got the 3-run home run, get things rolling in the first inning for Kansas City. And that'll do it here from Memorial Stadium as we've completed the 3-game series against Baltimore. We now go on to face off against the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Stadium. I'll be probably on later tonight to bring you maybe 1, maybe 2 of those games. So if you're around, definitely check things out. Al Red Sox fan, do I use OBS? I have used OBS, but I don't currently use it. I use XSplit is my recording software there, or my live stream software, I guess. But I've used OBS in the past, so. All right, well, that'll be it here for our replay. Bo Jackson's 1989 season. Come back later tonight for the game between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox coming up soon. Thanks so much for joining me, Al Red Sox fan, and everyone else that stopped in to say hi. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Take care. We'll see you guys after a bit. Have a good night, and thanks for watching.